Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into something really fundamental, whole wheat flour, especially its significance in, well, Indian households. We've looked through your sources, articles, notes to really understand why.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? Something so common yet packed with importance.
Absolutely. It seems simple, but it's clearly a nutritional cornerstone, a kitchen staple, and part of tradition.
And how often do we really stop to think about the depth of something like flour?
Exactly. Okay, so let's unpack this. First off, the sources really push this question.
Yeah.
What is flour in this context versus something like Maida?
Right. Good starting point. So typically flour in India means whole wheat flour, and whole is the key word. It's made by grinding the entire wheat kernel.
The whole thing.
You've got the bran, that's the outer layer, full of fiber, B vitamins, minerals.
Okay.
Then there's the germ, the embryo part, rich in healthy fats, vitamin E, antioxidants, more B vitamins.
Got it. Bran germ.
And finally, the endosperm. That's the biggest part, mostly starch, providing carbs and protein.
So it's literally the whole grain, just ground up.
Precisely.
But then Maida, the refined stuff, that's where the sources highlighted a really stark contrast.
Oh, absolutely. With Maida, they basically strip away the bran and the germ.
Leaving just.
Just the starchy endosperm. That's why it's so fine and white. But, I mean, the nutritional cost is huge.
Yeah, you lose most of that amazing fiber, right?
Yeah.
And the vitamins, the minerals.
All gone, pretty much. And, you know, what's really interesting is how that processing changes how your body even uses it.
How so?
Well, Maida leads to a really quick spike in blood sugar. It hits your system fast.
The sugar rush and crash.
Exactly. Whereas whole wheat flour, because of all its components, gives you that slow, steady energy release. It's fundamentally different in how it fuels you.
Right, so let's talk specifics. If you look at, say, 100 grams of whole wheat flour, what are we actually getting? Your sources pointed to some impressive numbers.
Yeah, they did. You're looking at roughly 10 to 12 grams of fiber. That's quite a lot.
Okay, fiber.
And about 12 to 14 grams of plant-based protein. Plus, of course, those complex carbohydrates for energy.
And vitamins.
Minerals.
Oh, yes. A whole spectrum of B vitamins, B1, B2, B3, B6, folate, and essential minerals like iron, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, selenium, too.
Wow. So it's not just carbs. It's actually packed.
Exactly. It's nutrient-dense. Thinking bigger picture, it's foundational for sustained energy, for just feeling good throughout the day. That fiber and complex carb combo is key.
And the health benefits stemming from that, they seem pretty significant. Digestion, for one.
Definitely. That high fiber content, it sort of acts like a natural brome, you know?
Yeah.
Keeps things regular, supports a healthy gut.
Good for the microbiome.
Absolutely. And that same fiber helps with feeling full.
The weight management angle. Less snacking.
Potentially, yeah. It provides satiety, that feeling of fullness, and sustained energy, which can cut down on cravings.
Makes sense. And blood sugar, you mentioned slow release. Right. It generally has a lower glycemic index than refined flour, so glucose enters the bloodstream more slowly, more steadily, better for energy stability.
And heart health.
Yeah.
I saw notes on cholesterol.
Yes, the soluble fiber in whole wheat can help lower LDL cholesterol, the bad kind. So yeah, quite a few benefits packed into this one ingredient.
It really makes you wonder, why isn't it talked about more?
That's a great question. Maybe because it's so, well, normal, so traditional in places like India. It doesn't have the hype of a new superfood, even though it kind of is one.
And its versatility is incredible, too. I mean, it's the base for Roti, Paratha, Puri, daily staples.
The absolute cornerstone of so many meals. And it works surprisingly well in modern baking, too. Breads, muffins, that sort of thing.
For true. But there are important considerations, right? Things listeners should keep in mind.
Crucial points, yes. Firstly, gluten. Wheat contains gluten, so anyone with celiac disease or a significant gluten sensitivity absolutely must avoid it. The reactions can be serious.
Right. Bloating, fatigue, nutrient issues.
Exactly. Also, if you're not used to a high-fiber diet, it's smart to introduce whole wheat flour gradually.
Give your system time to adjust.
Yes, and drink plenty of water. That helps the fiber do its job comfortably.
Good tip.
And fundamentally, the sources really emphasize prioritizing whole wheat over refined Maida for everyday leading, just because of that huge nutritional difference we talked about.
Makes total sense.
Oh.
So when you boil it all down, whole wheat flour is just incredible value, isn't it?
It really is. Affordable, versatile, packed with nutrients. It just supports a healthier way of living.
So maybe the final thought here is,
Well, maybe it's that sometimes the most traditional, foundational foods are exactly what our modern diets are missing. These timeless health benefits hiding in plain sight. It kind of invites us to look past the trends and just appreciate the simple power of a whole grain.
I love that, hidden in plain sight. Hopefully this inspires you, the listener, to maybe think about using more whole wheat flour or perhaps even try making a fresh roti yourself. It's simpler than you might think.